All right, it's Sunday, July 5th. Yes, July 5th. And, we're halfway through the year. I can't believe it. 2026, halfway done. And I'm I'm a person who needs accountability. I like having accountability. I often need accountability buddies, and in this season, I'm trying to create some more accountability for myself. So I thought I don't know, do like a weekly checklist. I thrive off of a checklist. If you know me, I make checklists all the time, but like a weekly checklist slash check in here. So that I have something to kind of share and help me set goals for the week. And then at the end of the week, just check in and see on where I landed on those things. So I'm just here reporting out on what I hope to accomplish this week, what I hope to get done this week before or by Saturday. Today is Sunday, so by Saturday. Um, so yeah, so let's see. And so I think one thing I'm also gonna try to start doing is setting sort of like an intention for the week, a theme for the week, to kind of help clarify what I'm trying to do and my tasks and things like that, as well. So I decided for this week that health is wealth. Cliche, I know, but last week it was not it. I was out for the count. Um, we were down bad, and it just really made me also too. I don't know if it's because I was just laying around watching things and scrolling. I don't know. I was scrolling across a lot of things about people dealing with cancer or just like long-term illness, and your health is just such a gift. If you don't have your health, you really can't do anything else. And that's physical health, emotional health as well, mental, spiritual. So I'm really just, wanting that to be the goal for this week as I kind of, I'm a little bit on the comeback right now. Um, so thinking of this week in terms of what new routines that I'm gonna try to set for myself, especially like during the summer. I think change of seasons can also like throw what we typically do or what we have historically been doing for ourselves. And yeah, so that's some of the things on this list. So for this week, I'm hoping to make, maybe I should change that language. I am going to make a doctor's appointment, just like a general physical. I'm also going to make a dentist appointment. I have so many emails in my inbox that I need to reply to. I gotta reply to. I feel really bad about some of them. Some people have left unread for too many days, but I'm hoping there'll be grace there since I wasn't feeling my best last week. This is something that I really had gotten into like a good routine with a couple years ago, just walking. Just literally walking every day. And I think sometimes I can make exercise so much bigger in my head and like it has to be this thing or it has to be this way. Walking, the power of walking, especially for me, even just like on the mental clarity it brings. So I'm going to try to make a goal to walk twice a day, and to do like two 30 to 40-minute walks a day. So one, in the morning and maybe one around lunchtime or something like that. So 2 walks a day for at least 5 days of this week. We'll see how that goes. Um, I've also been reading that book, Strangers. Have you all heard about that book, Strangers by Belle Burden? I think is her name. It's been everywhere. It's been like all the rage, but I'm almost finished with it. And it's pretty good. So my goal is to finish that for this week. Um, I want to make 3 meals. I haven't cooked in a while, and I feel like that I like to cook, and I don't know, making something brings me joy, and also it's just helps me to better understand what I'm putting in my body. So I want to try to make 3 meals this week. Well, I didn't add this on here. That means I'm gonna need to go grocery shopping. So it'll be something else I'll need to accomplish for this week. Go grocery shopping And maybe I'll kind of think about what I want to make and what I want to eat and, for this week. I also want to make a playlist. If you, I don't know, have been following me here and there on social media, I know I haven't been super consistent, but thanks for tuning in. But anyway, when I was doing my lives every Tuesday, I was creating a playlist and sharing it with you all every Tuesday. And even though I'm not doing my lives anymore, I really miss making playlists and sharing playlists. So I'm going to try to make a playlist for this week and share it. I also want to, I typically feel like I pray continually anyway. It's just like a constant conversation, I feel like, between me and God at this point. I'm sure many of you might feel like the same way, but I want to actually write my prayers down and try to pray every day in written, documented form, because I feel like it just hits the brain differently. Even if it's a sentence, 2 sentences, just something. For myself or others. I'm also trying to get more in the habit of praying for others as well, because, we're not on this planet by ourselves, and it's important to also keep others in mind at all times. I want to buy a new water bottle. We gotta increase the hydration. Like literally for me last week when I was not feeling great, like I think a lot of it was some dehydration. I can, fall off when it comes to water. So I want to get one of those cute water bottles. Yes, that tracks how much you've drank. I just feel like it's going to be helpful. And I like lists and tracking and things anyway. So I feel like that's just something I want to buy for myself, and it'll help me with the health as well. So I'm going to do that. I also have been looking into walking pads. If anybody has a recommendation for a walking pad, I've just been looking on Amazon just to see. But again, being in the house so much, you're not gonna be walking as much. I'm in the office. I feel like just having something to move and to keep me moving and not sitting as much. So I'm gonna try to invest in one of those, I think. I also want to do something fun with others this week, and I don't know what that might be. I haven't decided yet. This is my sister's off week, so maybe we'll get into something. I had a friend reach out about brunch on Saturday, and I had a couple of other invites too. So yeah, something fun with friends that I need to commit to and look at the schedule and see how that's all going to shake out timing wise. What else? Oh, okay. I mean, this list is starting to feel long, but it's okay. We'll see how it goes. And then, when we come back, we'll see how much we accomplish. But I definitely need to organize this office a little bit more. There's still boxes here and stuff like that. And then also I'm helping my sister as well. With just like some desk decor and setup. So I don't know, that's not going to get totally done this week, but I feel like just getting a sense of, okay, like the desk is going to go here. Okay, this is going to go in this corner. The planning of it is what I want to try to accomplish this week. And the last thing, so I went to Belize like 2 months ago, and I got just some like cute little trinket gifts for my parents and for two of my best friends, and I haven't given them to them yet. Like, it's been almost 2 months. I don't know. I don't know why I get into that sometimes. I'll buy something for somebody and then it stays with me. No. I bought it for you for a reason. We can make sure it gets to the person. So I got to figure out, I got to deliver it. We got to link up, whatever. I need to make sure I give those gifts to my peoples. And okay. Yeah. That's the list for this week. Again, just thinking about the theme of health is wealth. And, whenever I make these to-do lists, I think a part of the appeal is it always just feels so good to cross something off the list. But I'm like really wanting to, how can I say this? Approach this list in a non-stressful way. To not come at the end of the week and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't do X, Y, and Z, just some flexibility and grace and flow also for myself there. Because again, health and emotional, mental health, not creating stress is a part of this too. So yeah, so that's it for this week. We'll see how it goes. And I hope you have a great week as well and are able to set some intentions and get some things done that you feel like will be helpful to you. And helpful can mean like a lot of different things. Helpful, yes, like logistically getting life in order, but also helpful if it just brings you some joy. So yeah, if you want to share something that you want to accomplish this week, feel free to let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you Saturday.